Hey guys, it's Dwayne Help with Write Your Own Ticket. And the other day I had a client ask a very common question about starting their business. They're aspiring entrepreneurs, and they said, hey Dwayne, if I'm going to start a business of my own, should I do something that I'm passionate about? Or should I do something that's proven that I'm certain will make money even if I don't like it? And my answer was, it depends. So let me elaborate. But by the way, for those of you who don't know my work, I wrote a book called Write Your Own Ticket, How to Turn Your Passion into Your Profession and Do Work You Love on Your Own Terms. I'm a 10-year entrepreneur, and I started my business from scratch doing something I loved. But I made a lot of mistakes along the way. And so I cautioned this client of mine, and I want to share what I told this person, because they were thinking about how do I start? How do I begin? What kind of business? What kind of product? What kind of service? How do I take what I'm passionate about and turn it into something viable, profitable, and something that people would want to buy? And I shared this story. When I first started my business, I'm passionate about speaking, training, coaching, and I wanted to speak to a particular audience, and so I went to a conference. I invested $2,500 to go to this conference, and it was a good conference because everybody in this room that saw me speak and present had the capability and the potential to hire me. So I went in there with the early stages of my message, Write Your Own Ticket. It was called something different, but basically I wanted to show these people, they were in college, I wanted to show them how to, when they graduated, starting right now, when they were in college and when they graduated, how to design the life that they really wanted so that they could live out their dreams. And it was a great message, or at least I thought it was, and I did 2 presentations. In the first presentation, it was a packed room, and all of the students and even the advisors in the room came up to me afterward and said, oh my God, that is a great message. That's so awesome. Can you come to our school? And I was excited. I mean, like, this is going to take, right? And then I did my second presentation, which was only a 15-minute presentation. They call it a showcase. And I fell flat on my face. And at the end of this conference, all the buyers come together to decide who they want to hire to bring out to their school. And this was my first time going to this conference. Nobody hired me. Nobody wanted to bring me into their school, and I was devastated. And later, I was asking someone who I'd made friends with, what do you think happened? And they said, well, Dwayne, you came into this space wanting to sell or present your speech that was called How to Design Your Life on Your Own Terms whenever you're in college or when you graduate. So basically, how to write your own ticket. And what you failed to see was that what we're really excited about, what we're really focused on, and what we really want is leadership. I mean, every other speaker there was talking about leadership in some capacity, but I was so determined that I was going to bring this message, which was a great message for college students, and they fed back and said that it was, but they were in a hiring mood to hire what they wanted, not what they needed, and they wanted leadership. Now, one of the biggest lessons I've had to learn in my 10 years as an entrepreneur is that we have to meet the market where they are, and that's what I told this client. So looking back on that story, if I would have simply redesigned my speech and called it something like How to Succeed in Life from Leadership, or How to Leverage Leadership to Write Your Own Ticket, or How to Succeed in College and Beyond Through Leadership, I could have still sold them. I could have sold them what they wanted, which was leadership, but I could have given them what they needed. Now, am I saying to be deceitful and selling people what they want and giving them what they need and just completely bait and switch? Absolutely not, and that'll never work for me, for my client, for you, for anyone. But what I've come to find out is that if we can simply position, package, and market what we want to bring to the marketplace, what we're passionate about, and give it to the audience or the market in the way that they want to receive it. I'll give you another example. In my business, I teach negotiation skills training. Well, not everybody wants to buy negotiation skills training because not everybody believes that they need to negotiate, but we all know that they do. But if I can show, for example, salespeople how to increase the frequency of sales that they make and the profitability they get with each sale, they're interested in that. So if I position it that way, and then I go in and I teach them within their sales process how to infuse negotiating skills to get that result, all of a sudden they're interested. So going back to what my client asked, and maybe if you've ever started or thought about starting a business, you probably had the same question. What do I do? Do I do something I'm passionate about, or do I do something that makes money? And the answer is you can do both if you're willing to understand what the market wants and then take what you're passionate about, package it in a way that the market will receive it, hand it over to them and watch them pull out their wallet and offer to pay you for what you do. So I hope that serves. If you like this video, stay tuned, like the page, and whenever I go and post another video about this, you'll see that. And until then, remember, you can write your own ticket. You just got to get clear on your vision. You got to commit to the process and persevere, even before you know how it's going to work out. But start with something you're passionate about, because you can write your own ticket and turn what you love to do into a viable business, a profitable business, and be able to live life and your work on your own terms.